Asked to be interviewed for this afternoon, Your Honors, is Court of Appeals Associate Justice Rosemari Carandang.
Good afternoon, Justice Rosemari. Ready for interview. We have been waiting for long.
Good afternoon, Your Honors.
We'll do this very, very fast. May I request Attorney Cayosa to start, please?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good afternoon, Justice Carandang.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the fourth time that we are interviewing you. The first time was in 2011, the second 2012, in 2014, and now 2016.
But I'm happy always facing the panel.
Thank you, Justice. And in fact, you were shortlisted before for the position of Associate Justice.
Yes, ma'am.
I have actually no more questions because we have, as I mentioned, unless you might want to inform the JBC of any significant development in your career as a Justice of the Court of Appeals.
Nothing so far because that has been our job. So what we've been doing the same thing all year around, day in, day out. So my stint with the court is a happy one, a fruitful one, and I think a productive one.
I understand that some of the justices are assigned a particular committee. Do you head any committee?
Yeah, I head the Rules Committee of the court.
And what major accomplishment have you done as a...
We are revising the rules with regard to because there are original cases being given to us like this writs of amparo, writs of habeas data. So we are, and the anti-money laundering cases are being thrown to us. We have the first crack of all these things. So we are formulating rules and regulations on this matter.
Justice, may I just ask, who helped you prepare your personal data sheet?
Maybe I did it.
Did you request anyone to encode it for you?
Yes.
Okay. May I just make this observation, and you may want to take it from there, because I noticed that in your previous records, you had a very comprehensive statement of your legal career.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on page 2 of your personal data sheet, it even states here, Court of Appeals Legal Assistant.
Oh my God.
So you may want to
Court of Appeals Legal
to make the
Assistant.
necessary corrections in as much as we know that the
page 2?
under 21 service record.
Service record. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay. Fortunately,
yeah.
Fortunately, on record we have your previous professional experience, but I suggest that you submit an amended personal data sheet enumerating not only your professional experience but also relevant trainings, especially since should you be shortlisted, this is what is presented before the Office of the President, and it should be a complete and an accurate representation of you as a candidate. So if I may further suggest that even your involvement as a member of the committee in the Court of Appeals be also indicated.
Yeah, I did my personal data information very brief.
Yes, and because we would like to emphasize that personal data sheets are under oath, so we would want it to be a complete representation of you. That's all, Justice.
Of my career.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will be given time to submit this.
Yes, please do. Perhaps by next week, before
Yes,
the end of next week.
ma'am. Maybe probably because when I submitted this personal data sheet, it was the last day, and then I had to leave for abroad. So I really did not take so much effort in correcting everything. So I only wanted a very brief personal data sheet of myself.
As I mentioned, Justice, that's the only thing that I wanted to bring up.
I will comply, ma'am. I will readily comply.
Thank you. And
Thank you for advising me on this.
Yes. Thank you, Justice Gutierrez. I have no other questions.
Thank you so much, Attorney Cayosa. May I request Attorney Mejia?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Justice Carandang. As was mentioned earlier, this is the fifth time that you're being interviewed.
Yes, sir.
So I will not have any more questions. In fact, I was among those who voted for you in your latest application. So I have no further questions. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Attorney Mejia. May I request Attorney Guevara?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good afternoon, Justice.
Good afternoon, sir.
I have not interviewed you on any other occasion because it's the first time that I'm sitting here.
Yes,
but
sir.
my interest is certainly not on your performance in your career, because I can see that you have a very remarkable academic and professional career as a judge and now a justice of the Court of Appeals. I'm more interested in some other aspects of your person apart from your career. I always subscribe to the view that an effective worker, an effective professional or judge, for that matter, has a happy personal life as well. Something that balances, something that somehow gives him or her comfort from the stress that he or she gets from the work of resolving cases, etc., etc. And I noticed in your resume, in your personal data sheet, that you have stayed unmarried. Yes, for so many years, and I wonder whether there is a special reason for this. Is this really a matter of choice? Would you care to pardon me if I'm intruding into some personal, but I'd just want to get into a certain point after your answer.
Maybe it's not a matter of choice, because if the right man comes,
Pardon?
I will, if the right man comes, and the proposal will be open for consideration.
That's so nice to hear. But for now, Justice, what other activities do you engage in which somehow balance your professional and career life?
I visit my friends every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I do gardening. I do some readings. I do a lot of cooking. So, and then I always go to the province to take care of the house in Batangas, together with my elder brother, because we're the only ones left here to take care of the house of my parents and grandparents. So that gives pleasure to me. Going to Batangas is a pleasurable thing, especially wala ng traffic. Masyado ng, there is a shortcut way of going to the province, so it doesn't give me tension anymore. So that's all. My life is very simple. At weekends, I see a lot of movies on tapes. So that's how I spend my days alone. It's not actually alone. I have my good friends with me.
So you're not lonely,
No. You can see in my personality that I am a happy person.
All right. Okay.
I'm happy.
right.
I'm happy the way I am. I have no regrets.
Justice, there's just one opening right now in the Supreme Court, and the Judicial and Bar Council is supposed to submit at least 3 nominees for the position. So, apart from yourself, and I suppose that you know who the other candidates are, or the other applicants are for this lone position. Could you please tell us, if you may, at least 2 names which you think should also be included in that shortlist?
Shall I be required to do it? Maybe I don't want to prejudge the decision, preempt the decision of the council on this. So I'd rather not say anything about this.
All right, okay. I respect your answer. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am?
against your self-interest?
Apart from her.
Maybe I have one in mind, but I would not even want to. I don't want to entertain it that way.
All right, okay. Thank you, Justice.
Anyway, if this is not for me, there is another time. Next year, another year, another year. I have 6 more years to go in the judiciary, and hopefully, it's destiny if we be appointed to the Supreme Court. So it's God's will if I will be appointed now, next year, year after next.
Okay. Thank you, Justice.
Thank you so much, Attorney Guevara. And now the turn of Justice Lagman, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Chair. Justice Carandang,
Yes,
good
ma'am.
afternoon. My record shows that we have interviewed you since 2009
Yes, ma'am.
in connection with your application for the Supreme Court, and you have sufficiently established your qualifications during all those 4 interviews. And in fact, I voted for you 4 times
Thank you po.
for your inclusion. So I don't find any reason to further grill you on your qualifications. I wish you luck,
Thank you, ma'am.
Justice Carandang.
Siguro birthday gift niya sa akin because my birthday will be on Saturday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So it calls for a celebration, huh?
It's a simple one. Probably I'll go home to the province.
Thank you so much, Justice Lagman. Well, I have known her for many, many years, being my province mate.
Yes.
So I have only one question.
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned a while ago Rito Pamparo, and there are other writs, Rito Pamparo, Rito Kalikasan, Rito Habeas Data. What else did Chief Justice Puno?
Those are the major ones.
Yes, those are the, well, there have been allegations on the part of Congress that the court in issuing those writs are actually or is actually legislating. May I have your comment on
It's
this?
not actually legislation because we have to, we have to produce the rules, no? We have to do it by, we have to be, there is no standard rules yet. So in promulgating the rules, I don't think we are legislating because, in fact, this is a mandate to the court by the Constitution that we have to institute rules to protect these kinds of rights. So it's not legislation. It is constitutionally granted the power to the court to issue rules on these matters.
Because according to them, if you read and evaluate Richong Pamparo, Habeas Data, and what is the other one?
Rate of Kalikasan.
Rito Kalikasan, you will find provisions which are very, very substantive in nature. But, how will you defend this?
I have to come across a complaint on this that we are overbearing.
Yes. If you have to overturn these allegations, what will your statement be?
Because we are only legislating procedures. We are not legislating. We are not creating substantial rights. We are only protecting substantial rights of citizens. To unlawful intrusion, we have to protect the rights of citizens to have a balanced environment, a safe environment. So this is not legislation. We are not creating rights here. We are protecting rights here. And in protecting rights, we must have procedures. And the court,
Protecting rights, justice is substantive. At any rate, I found a provision in the Constitution. The provision is the Supreme Court under Rule 8.
yes, no?
Article 8, the Supreme Court may issue rules to protect and enforce the constitutional rights of the citizens to issue pleadings, bar matter, etc., etc. So that is, I think, the constitutional basis why Congress did not pursue to question this activity of the Supreme Court. At any rate, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ma'am Cayosa, for reminding me of my inadequacies in my PDS.
And happy birthday.
Thank you for not billing me too much. Salamat po. Am I done?
Okay. So the public interview is adjourned to be continued tomorrow.